Hey, what's up, good peoples? What's going on, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? We are back in these streets. And guess what? Y'all know I don't do this alone, so let me introduce my amazing panel to you guys. First up, we got, hold on, let's see. I can't see. Oh, here we go. We got Miss D. Everybody, welcome Miss D back. What's going on with you?
Hey, y'all. Welcome back.
You ready?
Ready.
Okay. I'm going to hold you to that. All right, y'all. She ain't no stranger to us. Everybody, welcome Shay back to the show.
Hi. Hey, Miss D. Even though we talked and seen each other and all that good
stuff. Hey, listen, y'all. Today we got a special guest. He come all the way from Vegas. Everybody, welcome Tone to the show. What's up, bro? What's going on with you, man?
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Tone. Hey, Tone.
How you doing?
Listen, y'all. We'll greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in with us. It's been a long time. We had a lot of people inboxing us, asking us when we was gonna come back. We had some contractual issues. Everybody signed their contracts, so everybody is good and all that stuff. So we back on and popping. So as y'all guys know, I open up with an icebreaker, right? So let me see what I can. Let's see what I should do. Okay, so the icebreaker is, what is one trait that you would change about yourself? Everybody got a toxic trait about them. Now Miss D gonna leave. Don't run now. Come back. Come back.
No.
Don't run now. What's up, everybody? What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? All right, so who gonna start it off?
The last person who came in go first.
All right, come on.
No, ladies first.
Ladies first. Try. That's right. That's
I
right.
thought Miss D was last to come in. That's why
I was not. I was first.
Okay. All right.
So what is that one trait that you guys would change about yourself? Shay?
I thought Miss D was going first. So
I thought you was going first.
Miss D. You trying to get out of stuff.
I know she.
So, what's one thing I would change about myself? I just recently stopped driving so fast. So if I could change that about myself, that's something bad. I'm practicing on not driving so fast, taking my time, having patience on the road, not having road rage and, things like that, throwing stuff. So, I would definitely continue to work on changing that bad trait about myself.
Okay. All right. I can respect that. What about you, Miss D?
I think it'll have to be my attitude, because I have a nasty attitude and I go from 0 to 100 really quick.
That's why you be running all them men off, huh?
But we are not about today. Please, no.
We about to get into it.
Now we getting the secrets. Okay.
What about you, Tone? What is that one toxic trait you think you'll change about yourself, man?
Shoot, going from 0 to 101 and just not having control, man. Just going off and going wild with it.
Okay, I can respect that. Let's see. For me, I think for me it will be my patience. I don't have no patience for nothing, man. I
agree for that for me, bro.
I've been trying, man. I haven't mastered it in 40 years. I'm praying on the next 40 I can get some, because I don't have no patience. And Shay can tell you, I have zero patience.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's up, everybody in the comments? What's up, Zanoba? Auntie Pat, what's going on? Welcome back. Pierre, what's up? Des, what's going on, crazy? How you doing?
Really?
Des said, I believe Tone. He's from Louisiana. They all crazy. Now I heard that before, Tom. I heard y'all from Louisiana. Y'all crazy.
We're a little different. We something different, but
what area?
It's called Lake Charles.
How close is it to New Orleans?
3 hours west of New Orleans, so I'm more closer to Houston, Texas, because I'm on the southwest border.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool. I heard a lot about Louisiana.
Okay. I hope it's good. Besides our cooking.
Well, I've been years ago, but I was younger, so I can't quite remember everything. I know we went down there for a family reunion, and it was extremely hot, and I was afraid of the bugs. It was these big black bugs, and they was in the hotel room, and you know what? It freaked me out, and I slept in the car the rest of the time that I was in Louisiana.
Was
That
this
was
in
it.
New Orleans?
I don't know where. I can't even remember. I just know I was in Louisiana.
Okay,
So
where you
yeah,
from?
from Michigan.
Oh yeah,
Born
yeah.
and raised. Born and raised.
She born and raised from Detroit.
D-Town. Woo-hoo.
Miss D is in
Oh yeah,
Dallas.
she from the east side. She from the eastern side.
I'm from the west side. No, sir.
Already.
That was a D. I was trying to make a D. You know.
I know. Now you supposed to do like this.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't even know how to make that. Yeah. I think that's like a P or something.
Nah, that's that statue in downtown, not downtown,
you talking
on
about
Woodward.
the man.
You talking
Yeah,
about
The spirit of Detroit. No, he's
That's-
holding his hand up and
Oh, that's
he's
the spirit of
looking.
Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That, the boxing man.
No, that's the spirit of
Nuh-uh.
Detroit. The man
That's the
that
spirit of Detroit.
Yeah,
He's
they hold the two things.
holding. Yeah. So this is God. This represents God, and this represents family. That's why he's looking like that.
Bam, that's me all day. All right, bam. I learned something new.
I'm embarrassed. She from Detroit. Don't even know what the spirit of Detroit is. All right,
Man.
I would have lost that $1 million real quick.
That's how I know she didn't vote for Kwame.
I did not.
Man.
So listen, y'all, we about to get into it. So as you guys know, we're gonna jump into we're gonna talk about a plethora of different things, and we're gonna kick this off with: is it a such thing as a head of household in today's world? It used to be the guys, the head of the household. Things is kind of shifted. What's your perspective on that? Who want to take us away?
Ladies first again on this one.
Ladies first. Ladies first don't work on here.
No. You know why it's gonna work? Because I'm the head of my household because I live by myself. So I'm gonna need y'all perspective first.
So I'm the
Ladies
head of my household too.
Rock, paper, scissors. Which one?
Take us away.
I go first. I do believe that there's a such thing as a head of household. I do. And I don't think it has anything to do with money. I think the old days it had something to do with money, and it may and not just money. It has something to do with men. Period. It was like if your man was in your house, he was the head of the house. I feel, and this is my personal opinion, that head of the household is a person who can make the best decisions for the family, who's mentally capable of carrying that family to a successful place, and they have a good goal. They're able to communicate. All of those things is a part of the head of household, because your man can make $100,000, but don't know how to make that $100,000 work for his family. So I don't necessarily think that it has anything to do with your sexuality or your gender or how much you make. I just think it's a mental thing that either if you're able to carry this family to where it needs to be, and you can, come out on the top at the end. I think that's what matters when it comes to head of household. That's for me though.
Miss D, what you think about that? Would you let your man run the house? Say if he was in a relationship, is he automatically the head of the house? Or do you have those traditional values, or you have untraditional values surrounding that?
It depends on if he knows how to lead correctly. If you're leading correctly, then yes, you are the head of household.
Even if he's making more money than you, would you? So, people like Shay said, base head of household off of different perspectives. So say you make it way more than him, right? But he still make good decisions with what he have. Even though he's not making where you at, would you still let him lead?
Of course I would. He's a man. That's what he's supposed to do.
Okay. So you mean that? I don't know. I feel like, and this listen, and it's just me. Maybe I feel like, and I don't want to speak. I'm not speaking for women because I can't speak for women. But I do believe majority of women feels that head of household is the person who makes more money.
No, so women don't. Okay, so I can't speak for every woman in the world because that would be asinine for me to think I can do that. I think in today's society, statistically speaking, and I can only speak for our culture, so I'm not going worldwide. I'm speaking for African American women and African American men. Statistics show that Black women make the most money when it comes to, they outweigh it. Google it now. I didn't make that up. That they outweigh, as far as making more money and more educated than Black men. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that because men make less than you, that he can't carry his house. You got people who make $200,000 and broke, and a man can make $50,000 and make better decisions and carry his $50,000 way further than a person who's making 200,000. So that's where the whole, I don't think women just be like, oh, I make $500,000 or I make $100,000. He makes 70. He behind me. No, if you know what you're doing and you can carry that family, that woman's not going to care how much money you're making. She's going to trust that you're going to make the best decisions, not just for you, but for the household as a whole. And that's where you gain your respect. That's it.
So you never heard any of your female friends have that mentality or ever be like, hey, girl, look, I make more than him. I do what I want. I'm going to meet y'all Friday night.
My friends, absolutely not.
What about
now, have I heard women? Yes, but my friends, absolutely not.
Oh, they must be from Inkster then. No, I'm sorry, Dearborn. Nah, I'm just messing with you, just being geographic with you. But my take on it, especially here in Las Vegas, the whole dating marketplace is out of whack, and more women here are big on them having masculine energy, and they could, even if the man, I'll say this, if a man makes $40 an hour and the female makes $20 an hour, and for instance she got kids, she's gonna still say, I'm very independent. I'm the one that's going to lead this house. And I'll be like, dang, man, the roles really have switched. Really have switched. It really has. But one thing you were saying was, money didn't matter back then. No, I think you said money mattered back then.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Bread was a nickel. Gas was like 40 some to 70 some cents. So a woman could get out there and make it. A man could get out there and make it. But one of the problems that I was looking at back in the day was the government infiltrating the Black household and wanting to remove the man by making the woman feel independent with all these resources from the government or whatever. So, and they saw that women were letting the men lead. You had respect for each other in the household. I don't know what happened to Ike and Tina. I don't know what happened there. But I've seen the dynamics in today where it has shifted, and a lot of women, I ain't say all, so Detroit, slow it down. Look, I'm gonna call her Bernadette from Waiting to Exhale, because right after she finished, she started hitting that wine for real. But it's generally shifted because of the things that's been distracting us the most: social media and music videos and lyrics. And these females are, I'm a bad bee and I make this much money. F and F. A lot of them are taking that in. I don't see much grown women doing that, but I see women around my age or younger that take that those lyrics and say, oh well, hell, I could be that. And it's sad. It really has changed, and it's really hurting, where we used to be.
I think it's I think when I look back in the day, I looked at, like, for instance, my grandmother. My grandfather was head of the household. He worked. My grandma didn't have to work. But if I'm just figuratively speaking, I feel like they disabled women back in the day. They was put there to be domesticated, take care of the house, and almost kind of like, even if they did have dreams and ambitions, they was made to be, like you can't do that. And so I think now women has took on this independency, one, because there is a lack of, I'm not going to say it's a lack of black men. I hate when people say that. I think there is a lack.
No, we here.
Yeah, I think it's a lack of education. When I say education, I don't mean necessarily degree. I just think that somewhere in between my my mom generation and our generation, something happened with those men.
Can you pause for 1 second? When you say that you don't like it when people say there's a lack of black men, why not?
Because it's black. So I feel like the reason I say this is because black women are independent, right? It's a good thing now to see more women in like leadership roles and stuff like that. Like back in the day, they couldn't be in leadership roles. And I think because of, and I'm probably gonna get too deep, it's because of the toxic masculinity trait that most boys are being taught. Hey, you have to do this. Hey, you have to do that. And then when they not that, then they feel like, hey, if I can't meet to that expectation, then I'm not going to do nothing. I know a lot of guys who say, you know what? Instead of saying, well, hey, I'm going to do what I have to do and then go out and get more, they feel like if they can't live up to this expectation, that they feel like if they can't live up to the expectation, then they rather not do nothing if they can't meet that, meet that threshold. And I feel like there is, I don't like when they say that it's not a lot of black men, because there is. Where are you meeting these black, where are you meeting your guys? I hate when people say that. I'm like, well, where you meet your dudes at? I know I got 4 single good friends that's single. So where are you looking at it at? It's almost
I got called boring.
See?
I got called boring.
Yeah. And I think that, look at Shay, she got something on her mind.
I know. I'm sorry to cut you off. Just one right quick, bro.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I was dating a girl, but she was messing with the dude in her apartment complex. I found out her cousin even knew, and her cousin was trying to be buddy friends with me, and I got it out of both of them. And I asked her, what was one of the reasons why you felt you had to go out and sleep with another man? She said, well, she didn't want to tell me, so she had her cousin to call me and tell me. That's how much of a chicken she was, because she didn't want to face reality and take accountability for her F-ups. So her cousin said, because you're boring, Tony. And I said, I'm boring? How? And I already knew what it was, because I live in Las Vegas and I don't do nightclubs. Like, I'm not finna go to Dre's every week. I'm not fixing to spend my money on getting a VIP section that's overrated and ain't even big enough for a VIP section. And she had an issue with me always being here and she was here. Because I had no kids, I'm single, homeowner, end up buying all the vehicles I dreamed of, the motorcycles I dreamed of, take the weekly vacations by myself, but way before I even met her, all the way up to ending it with her. She understood, like, man, he's way up here and I'm down here, so I need to elevate to that level with him. But she's so effed up that she figured a way, like, hey, I gotta, find an outlet to accuse him for why I had to cheat. I'm not saying I'm a perfect dude or whatever, but that right there, that's one of the things. And her cousin finally realized, and her own mom said, this is a good man. And you always talking about there's no good men, but look where you always looking, in the clubs.
Yeah, I think it's where people where they look at. Go ahead, Shay, because you got a lot on her. She got a lot on her.
Yeah, go ahead, Shay.
Look, her mind is just look at it.
I don't, I have to be careful about what I say, because I don't want any of our viewers to feel like I am I'm directing.
Speak your mind. That's why we here.
Nope, I have to be careful about that. I think Black men are in denial. And I'm going to tell you why I think they're in denial. And this is my opinion. It doesn't mean every Black man.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that when you say you don't like hearing that there are a lack of men, I believe that more Black men need to say that there are a lack of men stepping up to the plate to be the Black man that leads the family. If the Black man from the past was the leaders of the family and the household, if they was the true leaders, how do we get so dysfunctional? It's a
social media.
It's a no, we gotta stop. That is our escape. Every Black person wants to blame the white man.
When we had AOL dollar.
They want to blame everybody for our fuck ups. Mm-hmm. When we have to literally, that every race has social media. White men have social media. Asian men have social media. Black men have social media. They're not
can't compare them
in the households like our race is, period. Those are facts. Those are facts.
But how are they women treating them? Asian men.
Here we go.
White men. Come on now.
We're blaming.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's no blaming.
Yes,
it's
it is.
Real.
It's an escape because our race has the most single mothers. You cannot keep blaming.
I wonder why.
Women. You cannot keep blaming Black women for weak Black men that can't deal with women who say, hey, I have a standard, I have a voice, and if you can't deliver what I'm asking for, then you can't be with me. But again, when a Black woman says that, she thinks she's better. When a white woman says that, she has standards. When a Black woman wants to be educated, she's bougie. When a white woman wants to be educated, she's driven. So it's always this double standard with us. And we are always made to feel like we have to get you because you've been to jail. We got to build your credit up. You got daddy issues. You got baby mama issues. You can't get a license because it's suspended. You drunk driving, so you got a DUI. You can't hold a job down. Your mama don't like you. You done fucked your cousin. It's like all these things. And then we still have to build ourselves up. We still have to be positive. We still have to encourage your Black ass. We still have to raise your kids from another woman and my kids from you. It's so much that we have to take. So you can't say that the Black woman is the reason Black men fall short. That's bullshit. I call bullshit.
What you think? Okay. What you think, Miss D? What can you add to that? And then we're gonna go to the comments real quick because everybody they talking now.
I'm gonna have to agree with Shay on this one. It's always they want to blame the Black woman for what they've gone through. You can't blame a woman for what you go through. You put yourself through your own bullshit.
Okay. But to me, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I feel like as a kid, we can't help the environment that we was raised in, right? But I do believe at a certain age, we do have to have some type of accountability, right? And I think a lot of people, and I always say this, a lot of people like to be victim because they don't have to take accountability. If I remain a victim, then I can blame somebody else. I can blame you. I can blame my mom. I can blame my daddy. But when you to take accountability and take ownership, who can you blame when you take accountability and ownership? I think a lot of people are stuck in this victim mentality. And do I believe that social media plays a role? Of course, because we don't see the social media perpetuate for Black men fast money. And how do you get fast money? To do something illegal. The social media doesn't perpetuate a lot of men going to, when you go on Instagram, if they're not rapping about bees and hoes or any of that, then they perpetuating sex, right? You never, it's either far left or far right. It's nothing ever in the middle. They don't have good representation. So if you was raised, and I'm not saying that it's the woman's fault, it's not. But again, I think that I got to be careful when I say that. So I'm not going to say that because I don't want to. I think that would have been a little offensive. So, but what I do believe is that
that's what we here for.
I feel like women enable men. They get with these men that they know can't produce, and they expecting a mountain out of a molehill, and they already know what they have.
No, and I think you're wrong right there. I think they get with. So again, by nature, Black women are caterers and they're nurturers. So I see this Black man, you know, he easy on the eyes. Okay, maybe he ain't got no license, but you know what? I'm gonna get with him, and I feel that I got enough in my cup that's overflowing that I can bring you to the other side where your cup can be overflowing, right?
Because y'all nurturers.
Then you get with me and you realize, okay, her cup overflowing. Okay, she got good credit. She got her own house. It's fully furnished. Okay, I'm gonna do something, but I ain't really gonna do something. So I'm trying to pull you. You steady tugging with me because now it looks like I done got you and you ain't really got shit. But in all reality, I saw in a vision that you could be a strong man. I saw, okay, I gotta feed you, and okay, cool, I'll feed you. But at some point, you gotta pick your spoon up and eat yourself. And then when I call you out on your bullshit, I'm stuck up. Oh, you got an education, so you think you better than me. So now I gotta argue with you about stuff that I don't even want to argue with you with, because all I'm trying to do is bring you to the other side, but you tug a war with me, so I drop your dry ass. Now you want to tell everybody that I'm the bad guy, when in all actuality, I'm not. So a lot of Black women get men that, okay, they may not be 100%, but they get them and try to bring them to where they think that they can be. If you have a Black woman behind you and you a strong Black man, like they asked, what's her name, Michelle Obama. She said, they asked her, well, you know, what if you had never married President Barack? You would have never been the first lady. She said, he would have never been the president. I was gonna be the first lady, because she was strong enough to know that whatever man she had with her, she was gonna walk and but walk with him, and they was gonna build the empire together. So when Black men see successful, strong women, don't get intimidated. They get intimidated, and then here you are with this, oh, you want to be a man. No, I don't. Don't be mad at the fact that I can carry my own and I don't need you. Period. However, it's always a bonus to have you, sweetheart. And that's that.
Let's go to the comments real quick. Auntie Pat said, back in the days, most people didn't want to speak to females. They felt the man had more knowledge than the female counterparts, regardless to the money. Kim said she agreed with Zenoba. Auntie Pat said, only have babies. They said it so much until women start believing that. Now, women have seen so many of our Black women achievers out here. Kim said, where they at? I guess she meant the good men. They out here, Kim. Zenova said, could it be that these females grew up in a single family homes and was accustomed to fathers who weren't shit? Possibly. Shantae said, it's not a lack of Black men. It's a lack of women that live in their feminine self. It's so many women that have masculine energy and feminine energy for the past few generations. Men have made it easy for us to both and take on masculine energy more now because men are in denial of what they really want. All right, that's good right there. That was facts. Some don't take accountability, Zenoba said. Des said it's not just social media. Zenoba said it's family pathology. Des said, whoa. I can't listen. I'm trying to scroll up and it's not okay. Shantae said, yes, speak. She must be talking about me, right? Because I was speaking, right?
Here you go. It's the big kid.
Dad said, Shay speaking the truth, and I'm a Black man. Kim said, talk, Shay. Tay said, complete bullshit. Men are not bullshitters. T said, oh, dang, what did Outlaw go into? Kim said, talk, sis. T said, oh, they come with a lot of bullshit. Men don't come with a lot of bullshit. Stop.
Oh, my God.
Like I'm trying to scroll down, y'all, real quick. I can't scroll for some reason. Okay. Auntie Pat says, start with yourself. As for sure, accountability. Nobody want to take accountability. Kim said, we want Black women to be strong, to raise and build a community, and then want us to be punished for the same thing. Dang, it's a lot of comments down here. T said, "Oh, I like her." Yep. She said, and then her cup empty because she's pouring too much out into the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Tay said, "It's our nature, but as adults, we have to be careful of supporting and raising." CL said, "First mistake, you gotta want it. If they don't, keep moving and buy a rosebud."
That part, okay.
Kim said, "We have to live a hard life as well as black men and want us to walk around like other races who don't have to face the trials that we do."
Yeah, no.
All day.
Bullshit.
All day.
Women do not have to carry the world as us black men are doing when we step out that door every day. That's bullshit.
I have to agree. I
Seriously.
have to.
We got way more on our backs than y'all will ever have. Real talk. Because y'all have shit handed to y'all. Y'all ain't got to earn nothing. Really. No, Bernadette, before you even go there, seriously. If a man, all right, for instance, you think a woman gonna come here and say, "Hey, can I pay your mortgage or can I pay your car note?" 10 times out of 10, you more lucky than a man to be like, "Hey, let me take you out to eat and pay your bills for the month if you could take off a month and just chill with me." Seriously. You already know y'all don't carry that burden that us black men get when we walk out that door. And I want to elaborate with you on.
Go ahead.
Hold on 1 second. You said something about single mothers. Who makes single mothers? Oh yeah, get that drink in, Bernadette.
This water. I'm drinking water. Thank you.
I'm messing with you. I know you good. I'm messing with you. But who makes single women?
You know what? That's a combination of quite a few people, her and him. So it's girls and guys.
It takes two to tangle.
Most
but
definitely.
Where do the woman benefit more? When she receive benefits from the government and get the man out the house?
So that was old times. I mean, we can't go.
That's still the same times. That's still the same times. Look
No,
at
I would
Detroit.
have to disagree with you.
Oh, really?
Why you disagree?
Well, Miss D, take I-45 and exit Linfield. Take I-45 south and exit Linfield, Illinois Avenue, and go look in South Dallas, my baby. Yeah.
That's them. That's not me. And I'm from the hood. I'm from Oak Cliff. I never chose to be a single mother.
So I don't think
you didn't choose.
Yeah, so I actually chose. I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't. My son's father, which at the time was my husband, I chose not to be with him because I didn't love him, and he was.
But he wasn't good for you either, though.
He wasn't any good for me, and even though that I tried to be a good wife to him, and I told my mom that I didn't love him, and she told me to pray, and that God would help you love him, and you love him as a wife should love her husband. And that's what I did until I couldn't do it anymore because he was in the streets. He was a street nigga. He didn't want to go to church on Sunday because he didn't want to go pray. When I got my baby baptized, his black ass was at the house asleep because he was drunk. But again, I chose to separate from that because guess what? He wasn't healthy for me. I'm not saying every woman has ran into that issue, so I can't speak for every woman in the world. But when you go back to, you said something about, you said single mothers, and you said something else. I forgot what it was. I lost my train of thought, but I know for a fact I chose to be not with my ex-husband, and I divorced him. And it was a very crazy divorce because he after I left, he realized I really messed up. And I wanted to fix it. But at that point, it was a conditional love. It was conditions with it. And I didn't want those conditions. If I have to leave you in order for you to get through your head that I'm the right person, then we on conditions and I don't need all that in my life. So I can't say black women are single because of them or black women are single because of black men.
Hold on, the connection is breaking up, everybody.
It's obviously an issue with two people. So that's my take on it, but I won't blame a woman or a man for, people being single.
Is it safe to say that social media? Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. How long were you with him before y'all got married and before y'all had kids?
3 years.
3 years?
Yep.
So when you met him, he was in the streets.
When I met him, he was working with me, so he was not in the streets at all. And he
So
was a very
once,
good boyfriend. I mean, catered to me, bought me all my. He was a nice guy for whatever reason. Maybe he hid it. I can't say what he was, but what I saw and what he presented to me, he wasn't that guy. So, and that was just that. So I don't know. You know, he could have
so
been in
you
the
didn't know
streets.
he was in. Well, he was in the streets because I've never known a man to be working a 9 to 5 and then all of a sudden, fully in them streets or whatever. Now, there's some cats I know that's in the streets hustling, but had a 9 to 5 as their cover. You, man,
You,
okay,
you breaking up, Tone. Tone, you
That's the
breaking up. You sound
that's
like
the
a robot.
Lord. That's the Lord.
that ain't the Lord. That's your cheap ass 56K AOL dollar. So what I'm saying is, you honestly, what attracted you to him?
He was very nice. He was very nice to
Oh,
me.
don't freeze now.
Extremely. Oh, I'm not froze. That's
I think that's you, Tone.
That's you.
Tone, you're doing a mannequin challenge, man. You're doing a mannequin challenge.
No, my internet, I don't know, it probably is a glitch. Okay, but you didn't do any FBI investigative things or try to figure out anything about him or ask questions, because usually women want to. Okay.
No, I was 18.
If you go and buy a Cadillac tomorrow, okay, you were young. Yeah, you were young. All right, bet.
It wasn't
Okay,
that
I'll
she
give
was
you that
young.
because you were
She
young.
grew
See,
up.
I didn't know that.
No, it wasn't that she was young. Shay grew up Kojic. Her mom, Mama Murphy, was into the church from sun up to sundown. Her mama was into church, and I think because of the beliefs of her mother, she didn't fulfill her dreams for herself. She fulfilled it for her mother, listening to what her mama said and what the Lord said. And I think oftentimes a lot of people are in confusion is because of their parents. I think oftentimes a lot of parents live through their kids. Everybody wants their children to have this great life. But oftentimes I think when you raise in a religious household, I think sometimes you can kind of, and I can say this because I was born in a religious household. I think sometimes it can cloud up your mind.
Yeah.
Because it's not always, even though it's what we believe and what we're taught, and you can wait. But I oftentimes feel like, hey, if this not working, let's try something else. But people, and I think that's what happened. And she was young, but oftentimes she did something that her mother wanted her to do. And how many of us did what our parents wanted us to do?
Yeah, I mean, I don't regret it. That was growth for me. That was a opportunity for me to realize what I didn't want to be a part of. And I was always very independent. I was independent from the time I was 17. I moved away, went to college, and I've been carrying myself for all those years. So it's hard for people when they meet me that it looks like, okay, well, you think you this, I've heard it all, where, okay, well, you got high standards. And it's like, I can be a white woman and come to you and tell you I want you to have all these things. And it's like, oh, she ain't playing no games. Oh, she about her business. I say it, and I'm the worst person on the planet because I have standards.
Because women have unrealistic standards for a man that they know that man cannot achieve. Now, also, women be wanting to have standards on the good guy versus the bad guy who she was letting smash like it ain't nothing. He had so much access to her and he was fucking her like no tomorrow. But when Mr. Good Guy, when you get tired of it and you say, I want a good man, now you putting the standards on that man. No, that man ain't finna work hard to get nothing out of it when this man didn't even have to punch a clock just to
I
get
agree
in your
with
box.
that. I do feel like when a good guy come along, they treat the good guy like shit. But when a bad guy, when you need to take that negative energy and turn it toward the bad guy, you don't do that. That's the guy that you praise, and not all women. but
I was gonna say, what channel y'all watching so I can tune in next time it's coming.
Oh, turn on reality. Oh. That's the reality.
Most of those are single Black women carrying their own households, but we'll talk about that on another show. Let's go. Keep going.
That's what we're here for.
Keep going.
So but also you try to compare white women to Black women on, education parts. Because I've never seen a white woman say, I have a master's degree in sociology. You ain't gonna talk to me like that. No. Sisters, I've seen sisters at Morehouse, Hampton University, Norfolk State, Morgan State with that type of attitude when I was living in the DMV.
Why do you think though? If you really think about it, why do you think we have to state our credentials? Why?
Number one, because you're letting a man know, hey, you got to come full-fledged or whatever, when, number one, they wasn't looking for a good man that had his own shit. They want to get a man that they could nurture, like you were saying. You knew this was going on. He was missing this, but you look past that, like the license part. But you knew he didn't have a license, but you still want to be a nurturer. And that's the problem with a lot of women. They always get that nurturing portion in them to where they think they could build a man. If he's a fuck nigga, he ain't want to be built.
Yeah,
that's his status. That's what he's on. But you look, y'all. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Tone. No, you good. Go ahead.
But they look, like you were saying, they look past the good man and they get the fucked up man. And a lot of women will get a fucked up man because she know he gonna fuck over her, so she could be, free and have fun and fuck other niggas. So she can have a crutch. No. So she can have a crutch to say, well, girl, I fucked over Pookie because he fucked over me or whatever. And that's real.
You honestly think women be out here looking for bad guys? So I didn't say a hoe. I didn't say a hoe. I said a woman. So listen to what I said.
A lot of women do, of course.
No.
But when they get to a certain age and level and they're tired of being fucked over, tired of being used, abused, this guy done burnt her credit and burnt through some of her money and this and that, and she's tired of giving that love, then she put the standards on the new guy, the good guy, and say, okay, finally, you know what? I'm done with that bad boy mentality. Let me get me a real good dude that's going to build with me, that's equal to my value, that can actually come in with the same credit, the same finances to build this house with me.
Majority of the, okay, I'm not going to say majority. That's not right.
Wait, CL said it's all about the D. Women know the best D comes from the fuck brothers. It says, we don't know they gonna fuck over us. You crazy. Who is he? Tay, we gotta have you on the show.
Wow. That's bullshit. That's called accountability, baby.
T said, that's what I asked. Who is he? His perception is wild.
Oh.
But listen, okay. Wow. So since we're talking about that, since we right on that thing, let me ask this question. Is there a thing of dating somebody out their league, dating out your league?
I'm not going first on this because when I say I'm gonna take a hitter on it, so I'm not going first. I'm gonna let everybody go.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
I'll go first.
Go ahead. Can you date out your league?
Yeah, I can.
But can people date out their league?
Mostly women do, look at dating out of their league or whatever. Especially like I was just saying, some that ain't even got it together, that's looking for top tier men and 1% high value men. Yeah, they try to go for that, but a lot of them try to avoid that. Now you have some sisters that's highly educated that'll, a woman always want somebody above her. Don't know a woman want somebody that's equal or below their value. They always want the best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
And that's real. But I've dated out of my league because guess what? A woman's money is a woman's money. A man's money is what's her access. That's how she look at his value. Like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I was dating a doctor one time and she made maybe double what I make or whatever. And I'm not about to say, hey, shoot, hey, you need to pay some of these bills while you stand in my house or whatever. We can't do that because that's their money. And you know that's real.
CL says somebody called Kevin Samuels in heaven. We will have to take care of all of this. Do I think people can date outside their league? So I think that can be subjective. I think it all depends on what you deem is your league. I think the go-to thing people say out my league is financial, but out your league can be somebody that's not as strong as mentally as you, emotionally as you. So when I think of me dating outside my league, it encompasses all of that. It encompasses they're a little too mentally unstable for me or emotionally unstable for me. That's out my league. Because if I have to deal with you and you going through certain episodes that I can't help, then that's out my league. I do believe when it comes to finances, I don't know. That's different for me. I mean, you have to have at this age. I'm 40. I'm not dating somebody that I have to start over with. Now that's something that I'm not gonna do. I'm not at this age. I wouldn't date somebody that I had to build. Now I'm okay with showing you things where you lack, and I can pick up the space. But you got to already kind of have it. I'm not I'm at this age. I'm not trying to build someone or try to or show you the ropes. Either you have it or you don't. What about you, Miss D? Is it a such thing as dating outside your league? And have you dated out your league?
Yes, there is a such thing as dating outside your league. It can be emotional. If y'all don't have the same emotional capacity, because they could be out of whack. I've dated someone that was out of whack emotionally, and he was totally outside of my league. I had no business messing with him. I knew it, but
why did you choose to mess with him though? See, why did you choose to mess with him?
You in my business? Don't do that.
No, we want to be in the business.
Nope.
Oh man.
CO said it was the D. That's why she did it. And it is.
Yeah, get out of my business.
Listen. And I'm gonna get to Shay, but why doesn't women put so much emphasis on sexual? Is that really a thing for y'all? It all is about the D. I hear a lot of people talk about that.
I tried to date somebody and not even have sex with them, and that shit didn't work. It worked for 2 years.
So it is. So what you saying? It is about the D, right? Oh, see, at least she admitted it. She said it's about the D. Oh, Lordy.
If we hit that spot as far as we can go and go even beyond farther than that, we own that stove, baby.
T said no because the D don't pay bills. Tay said
yeah,
no.
And guess what? Guess what? She said the D don't pay bills, but what happened? They usually say good D got to catch the bus. And they know good D is broke. And they still going to support D.
All good D not broke.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
They ain't broke. They can afford it. They can
Shay,
pay the cost to be the boss.
all right, Shay, what's your perspective on can you date outside? Is there such thing as dating outside your league?
I won't say outside your league. I will say unequally yoked. So I would say that dating someone that is not equally on the level where you are, whether it's mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, I believe that being in that same level, in that same area, in that same arena, helps you guys obviously be successful. So, when people say, of course, you, KJ, have told me 100 times I've dated outside my league. And I'm like, you can't keep telling me that because there's no such thing as my league. It's somebody who we're unequally yoked and we don't belong together. So that's just that. I would never say outside my league.
I think it is a league. I mean, and
that's your opinion.
And it is.
I can live with that.
I think I think when you get to a certain level of life, and I'm not saying a certain level of life where you have an understanding of what it is and all this stuff. I think there is a such thing. So let me ask you this. If you have all your stuff together, now granted, people fall short, right? And people have hard times. But would you knowingly get into it? And this is a question I'm gonna pose to the panel. Would y'all knowingly date somebody that you know have financial issues, mental issues, emotional issues? But listen,
Stop.
but they look,
everybody gonna
but
say
they
no.
look, but they look good. But they
No.
look good. But no, but everybody can't say no because some people get off by being able to help people or control people. Some people only like to date people that's under them because they can control the narrative.
Nobody want to be with nobody crazy.
Yes, but people like to date people that they
toxicity keep y'all on y'all toes, and y'all actually say y'all like that. Y'all want somebody to keep y'all on y'all toes.
Like what channel y'all watching? I gotta start
watching reality.
I have to.
What's up, Auntie Jean?
What cable company you got? It's called Reality, baby.
It definitely ain't the cable company you got, because I'm missing all those shows.
Oh no, not over here for real.
But no, let's be honest though. People, some, not all. Some people date people that's under them, and they can control. They like to control that narrative. It's almost like gaslighting them. I know they don't have this, but guess what? I know they need say I know they have to pay their phone bill, and I know I can pay it. So I'm gonna have you do what I want you to do, and you're gonna do that because guess what? You got a goal to meet. Your goal is to get your phone bill paid. So you date people like that, right? Again, though you dating people that's I think out of your league. Now, some people. And I'm gonna speak because I'm a man. Some men don't want to date an equal counterpart, right? They either want to be over them, but they don't want to. They want to still have that leverage. And I do believe.
So that's not a man. That's a weak ass boy. Okay, because a man ain't gonna ever be what. That's one thing about a real man. No woman of no stature with no money could ever intimidate a real man. So that's a weak ass boy that's wanting to be with a woman who's undereducated than him and makes less, because a real man, again, is going to be so confident in who he is. She can make $100,000 more than him and he gonna still be the man of his house, because it's not about the money, it's about the mental. So all that's weak shit. And that's why, again, a lot of women appear to be masculine, but we're not masculine. I'm gonna say we, because I know many times I've had many men say, man, you cool, but you a tough cookie. And I'm like, I'm not tough, I'm just not weak. And I don't get offended when Black men are insecure and they offended by me. That's your problem, not mine. What you got on your issues and your deflection, because you weak ass, that's your weak ass, not me. And I'm cool with me, so I'm okay, and I can walk in the room, and I can be confident, and I can carry myself, and I can talk about myself, and I can require you to step up to the plate, and I can challenge you to be better. That doesn't make me masculine. That makes me the woman, a Black, successful, intelligent, educated, and I'm confident in who I am. That's it, nothing more. And that masculine shit, that's whack, because again, I don't feel like I'm masculine. I just feel like I'm confident. But if a man say that, that's his problem. It ain't mine.
So you think it's a man insecurity if he think that?
Most definitely, 1000%.
You don't think
masculine and confident is two different things?
I said it's my confidence, but people can't take that as you being masculine, or you being aggressive, over. It's like, oh well, I want you to dim your light just a little bit. I don't want you to have a light where it flicker on and off. I want you to have a light where you can dim it just a little so mine can shine just a little brighter. Because if you got an LED light and I got a regular light from the dollar store, you go outshine me. So I need you to be able to teeter-totter your light so that it fits my life. And I don't want nobody in my life like that. I'm good.
What you were saying earlier, I don't want to get this wrong. You were saying that men don't like to date women below them.
Who Kevin said that he don't like to date women below them.
No, we're not talking about Kevin. We're not talking about Kevin. What did you say earlier? What was it that you said earlier? That men don't like to date women that's below us?
No. I
trying to remember. That's why I'm asking.
Man, I think it was something to the fact that Kevin was saying that men don't like to date women who make more money than them because it makes them feel some type of way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's why I wanted to ask over there.
Yeah.
Me, I would love that shit. I would love that because hell, I'm coming in with this shit. I would like for her to come in with this because guess what?
Y'all be a power couple.
Gets sick, if she gets sick, I still got 100% of doing everything. If I get sick, then I know she ain't gonna let that household fall down. That she's up here with me.
And if more men actually thought like that, it goes back to just being a Black woman. When you were saying that we don't carry the weight like y'all carry, the crazy part is we do, and it's crazy to me. Black men, let me finish. That Black men think that we don't carry that same weight. The fact of the matter is, Black women will support Black men, but we have Black men that don't support us. We have Black women that don't support us. We have white men that don't support us, and we have white women that don't support us. So you have all these different people that are against us. I work in a not predominantly, I'm the only Black woman in my department, and I'm the only woman in my department. I'm the only Black manager in my department, and I'm the only woman in my department. And when I first got over there for a whole year, they taunted me. They tried to do everything they could to get me out of there, to get me fired. So it goes back to when I had to throw my degree. I had to throw my education. I had to throw my confidence. Yeah, I had to be a beast. I had to be masculine, or I had to be aggressive. I had to do all these different things because at the end of the day, I knew I deserved my position, but I had to prove to everybody that I work with that I deserved to be in the same place, and they was way undereducated than me. They had way less time than me. They didn't know half of the stuff that I knew, but I had to endure that, and I didn't just have to endure it from the white man and the white woman. I endured it from the Black man and the Black woman that was in other departments. So it is weight that we have to carry that is so heavy that you can't imagine, because again,
in the workplace,
we're
not the world.
I'm talking period, baby.
Baby, y'all don't carry, baby. Y'all don't carry as much as we do. You don't carry as much as we do, baby. If this motherfucking, if this house starts to fall apart, are you gonna have to deal with that? No, the man gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to get my tools out of the garage. I'm gonna have to take my money out the bank and start fixing on this house. Women don't have the same.
But why do you think that you would have to get
Come
your
on
money
now.
out
Let's
of your
be real. Let's be real. Okay, yeah, you probably in the workplace, you probably experience something in the workplace, but in real life, you don't have the pressure that a Black man has on his back every day.
Okay.
So stop.
It may not be the same pressure, but as a Black woman, we do have pressure on our back every day.
Yeah, y'all do have some pressure, but not. I told her y'all do have some pressure, but not as much as a Black man in America.
Explain
not
those
as much
pressures,
as us.
Ms. D. When you say y'all have pressures, elaborate on that a little.
You have workplace pressure. If you're a single parent or single mom, you have mom pressures, your household pressures. You have a lot of pressures. I mean, we deal with some of the same pressures. It's not how it used to be. I know it's a lot harder for Black men out here when you step outside the door, but it's getting just that way for Black women as well.
I see more resources out there for women than there are for men.
It's the same resources.
Huh? The same oh, really? The same? So I could go get WIC. I could go get food stamps. I get Section 8. If I'm a single parent, but that's an astronomical number that I might be, the sole parent of my child and get all the rights. Most of these states are for women. If I try to fight for rights for my kid, 10 times out of 10, they're going to look at, the mother. Let's get this with the mother because he could pay child support and
But that's
whatever.
so with the kid going with the mom. Now that's every race across the board. They don't take kids from the white women, the Asian women. They don't take kids from no mother. I mean, you just got to be really on a whole nother level for them to take your kid from you.
Correct.
And I'm not gonna say that we carry more weight than y'all because I don't think it's fair to say that you carry more and I carry more because we live in two different shoes, and I'll never know what it's like to be a black man, and you will never know what it's like to be a black woman. But what I can say is I think there are some similarities when it comes to the struggles that we have and the hurdles that we have to jump over and the closed doors that we get to and the times that we have to prove ourselves when we know we're worthy, but we still have to go over and beyond to
and
make
where does that happen
people,
more?
what
in
do
the
you
workplace.
mean? But I'm not denying that it happens in the workplace. I'm saying as a whole, generally speaking, that it's an effect everywhere you go, and ultimately it will affect your household. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, for sure.
So that's all. It's like it's this big umbrella that you have to take into consideration that is not just one entity. It's not just at work. This all has an effect on why, again, you will have a black woman who's people may say masculine, where she got to act masculine at work because depending on where she is, she may have to appear that way. She may have to raise her own son or her own daughter. It's just different things that may happen that will cause these effects to happen, and it's a circle. It's a full circle is all I'm saying. So I'm not going to say black men suffer more than women or women suffer more than men. I think that it is a different experience and it's a different view because we sit in different seats and we look out different windows, and that's that.
Okay.
I got you. All right, let me ask you something. Have you ever had the police beat you or put a gun to your head?
Thank God I have not. No.
Okay.
And I'll never want to experience that.
No.
Well, I have minding my own damn business. I have minding my own damn business, and was profile like, oh, hey, you fit the description or whatever. I see more black men get terrorized by the police and lawmakers than I see women get. What's going on with Carly Russell? I haven't even looked it up to see what they hit her with, or if she's even getting indicted. Just like the girl who got supposedly hit with the brick in Houston, which was all a hoax or whatever.
That was all hoax. And that's a different topic with Carly Russell. I hope that they do what they have to do and prosecute her to the fullest extent. Because not only did she get people involved, she got a lot of people involved in that, only just to make up a hoax, and you have real life people that's missing. You know what I mean?
Miss D was looking cute. My bad. Miss D was looking cute and looked so feminine. How she looking like she taking one of them Ole Mill pictures from Sears back in the day.
Okay, listen, we at the hour. But I want to ask you and Miss D this because Shay and I, we both engaged, right? So I'm gonna start with you, Miss D. You are
look, she doing it again.
You're an educated woman. You're an educator. You have a master's degree. Why do you think it's so hard for you to meet a guy? And I'm gonna ask you the question next, Tom. I asked her first. Why is it hard for you to meet a good guy?
I don't know. I think most guys are intimidated because I am a strong black educated woman, and that I'm because I'm headstrong.
Okay.
So they just some just can't take it, and I speak my mind. Like I'm not holding anything back. I work too hard for what I have.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask this question to you, Tom. We're gonna wrap it up. You being a single black man, why do you, and you got all these things going for you, why do you think it's hard for you to meet a woman?
Like she said, I do meet women that's intimidated by it because a lot of them are still shocked that I'm 37 with no kids and living the life that I'm living. That plays a big role in it. And me, if I'm dating, I don't look at your money or whatever. I've always looked at where your heart and your mind is and what type of vibe you are, because I could date a woman working at, Chick-fil-A at McDonald's, and she's the softest, sweetest, most beautiful spirited person ever. But out here in Las Vegas, if you ain't pushing the Dodge Charger, Scat Pack, whatever, you ain't getting chosen, man. So yeah, I could be in a Bentley and a Rolls Royce, and they still think I'm broke. But if I'm in a Scat Pack, oh yeah, I'm on,
But it's
baby.
a scat pack.
What's the thought?
Oh.
Nah, not just the Challenger. What's the thought, nigga mobile?
I don't know.
When you see Toxic Dick coming down your street, what is he driving? What we driving?
Probably a damn Charger. You right.
A Dodge Charger. There you go. A Dodge Charger. A Dodge Charger. That's what we driving. That's how you know we coming. Hey,
Never
a
heard
Scat
of
Pack. When
That's
you
the
see
upper
us in the
end of the
Dodge Charger, then you know we. Yeah. It's above the V6. It's the they call it the 392. But you already know when we coming through your hood, we coming to bring you some meat that's gonna fuck up your night, girl.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm like, I ain't never heard of no Scat Pack or no. I'm like, what is that?
Miss D.
That's because Shay looking at Porsches and Maseratis and names you can't even pronounce and shit.
Bugatti.
You see, Bugattis.
Hey, Miss D, you know what they pushing up in Frisco and McKinney and all that.
Look at
it. Look, it's so innocent. Look, it's so innocent.
I am innocent.
Oh man, but listen, y'all. We is at the hour. This was a great show. This was a great coming back show, and we most definitely gonna pick this up. But again, we greatly appreciate our viewers because our viewers was really active today. If I didn't say your name, I'm not ignoring you. I see you guys. Remember to share this live. Make sure you go to YouTube. Bearded Man Chronicles, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. As you guys know, before we leave, we like to leave the people with something. So, ladies first, who want to leave us with a little benediction of the show? Who want to take us out with something?
Lead with your heart and not your mind.
Oh,
yeah, that's deep.
Okay, lead with your heart and not your mind. Okay, what you got for us?
Black men, nah.
Luke Bernadette, you gonna stop. Savannah, he's a good man, Savannah.
We just gotta learn to support each other. We both struggle. Don't think that your struggle isn't my struggle, and I can't think that my struggle isn't yours. We are one race, and we have almost the same struggles of each other. We just gotta continue to start uplifting each other and stop with the narratives and the stereotypes and really actually dig deep. And again, accountability on what your part is, and that's what will make us a stronger a race.
All right, Tone, what can you leave us with?
Before I leave out, I would like to say it was such a pleasure meeting you two beautiful sisters, and I love y'all dearly. Real talk. This debate was real good, and regardless of y'all having, some ins and outs with black men, I done had some ins and outs with sisters. Man, I'm gonna forever love y'all. Y'all are my heart, yo. I just want you to know that.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm gonna say, I challenge us on the panel, and I challenge the viewers to do something different. Open your mind up. I think sometimes if you continue to do the same thing, you get the same results. I challenge you to do something different. Explore something that you don't be scared to step out on faith and do something that you don't think it's gonna work. Challenge that. And I think a lot of people, we pigeonhole ourselves as individuals, because we afraid of the unknown. So I challenge you guys to do something different, whatever that may be. If it's your dating practices, if you got this certain type, I dare you to do something different. If it's something you want to do career-wise, I dare you. If you want to do something, don't be afraid. I dare you to do something different. We been so stuck doing the same thing for years, and it's like, where you at? So I'm going to leave you guys with I dare you to be different. And again, I appreciate my panel. I appreciate you guys. I do. This was a great eye opener, and this is why I love the show, is because you get different perspectives. And I purposely have both guys and women on here from different walks of life so that we can have a different perspective, because it's not about my perspective or Tone perspective or Miss D perspective or Shay perspective, but we can learn something from everybody. More importantly, we can learn something from our viewers, and we greatly, greatly appreciate it. So don't forget to tune in every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm on Central Time now, y'all. I'm in Texas. 8:30 p.m. if you're on the East Coast. And what's that? Where you at, Tony? Is that Mountain or Pacific?
Las Vegas, Pacific Time, 5:30.
That's
so
5:30.
2 hours behind.
Yep. So make sure y'all tune in, because we're gonna come up with some good topics. Tony, you more than welcome to come on.
I appreciate that, my G.
And yeah, we love interesting topics, and for that, we greatly appreciate our viewers. Make sure y'all stay tuned, because next week is gonna be deep and hot. So on that, we ain't gonna say bye. I don't like to say bye. We're gonna see you later. We'll see you next week. All right, y'all. Peace out.
Stop laughing, Bernadette.
We out, y'all.
Peace out.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace out.